Hello and welcome back to Zeke's Garage. It's another Saturday around the shop, and we're tinkering with stuff. That's what we do around here. It's cold today. Winter has arrived. It's snowy here, and we're outside today because that's where my K5 Blazer is. So let me show you what I'm up to on that thing today. Switch this around here. All right, here she is. When we were out at the train tunnel, I completely made this phone dead because I didn't have a way of charging it, you know, with the USB power in this old K5. So obviously I don't smoke, so this guy is gonna become a, I just made that plate up, and I'm gonna install me a couple of double USB things from Amazon here. Look at that guy. Gonna put a couple of those in there, and I'd really like to put the factory cigarette lighter back in there. So I'm gonna have to get creative with how it's gonna work, because that's the template with just the two USBs. So I may have to do something with a third one up here in the middle, or I don't know. We'll sort that out. That's today's project. Follow along. Meanwhile, Matt's still over here reversing the shackle reversal, pushing the plates on that we need for the shackle nail. Hey, welcome back to Zeke's Garage. Standing in the shop today. Got some exciting news for me anyway. Flip. The buggy is in the shop. Now I can get cranking away on this guy. I'm gonna gut the axles out of it, got the dash out of it, get the harness, wiring harness and all that stuff out of it. Get the dash, the CJ dash put in it. Get the competition cut finished up here all the way around the back. Sort out what I'm going to do with some tail lights. Maybe remove this tailgate and put a CJ tailgate in it. I want to leave the roll bar that's in it and just add to it with my old affordable bender here. Learn how to use that guy. So gonna be fun. I'm getting excited to start this here project. Stay tuned for the build. Alright, Zeke's Garage here with an update on the buggy. It's been a pretty good week as far as it goes. Been tearing it apart slowly but surely. Let me turn this around. So she's sitting here with the axles all taken out of her here. Had somebody local here that was interested in those, so we worked a trade deal on those, and he's hooked up now so he can spring over his Wrangler, and I have him out of my way so I can get on with my buggy project. So thank you, Paul. I appreciate that, and thanks for subscribing, and looking forward to you following along here and maybe learning something. Anyway, so the axles are gone. He got the tailgate as well, so plan on using my old CJ tailgate from the Burn CJ a couple years back. And this dash is slowly coming out too. I need to pull the steering column now and finish pulling this dash, but as soon as that column's out, I'll be able to pull the rest of that dash and have it ready to go for the CJ burn dash that's hanging right here. This is what's going to go in that project right here. It's this dash. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit where it's wrinkled and going to throw it in there as kind of a memento to the one that I lost. So that should be cool. So tonight's goal is to set this thing down on its springs and get it off of those sketchy jack stands, because right now it's a little sketchy to even be around. So that's the immediate goal here. So I'll get that done. All right, new developments here. She's down on the ground and safe to work on. Dash is still mostly unbolted, but steering column's completely out of my way. She's laying right here, which is going to help me drop this dash down and unhook all the electrical. I'm winded, it's kicking my butt. Anyway, so it's cold. It's like 25 degrees here in the shop, so pretty cold. But we're out here working. Got to get one thing done a day. So steering column's out, and I'm going to have this dash off so I can start working on the CJ dasher pretty quick. I thought this was worth mentioning on camera. This is the YJ dash laying down here. They have these two pain in the butt Phillips screws that are in from the back side that you have to get out in order to remove this glove box. So that is why I couldn't disassemble the complete dash with it hanging on the tub, because I couldn't get my arm back in there or get anything on these to get them out. So future reference, people working on YJs, those screws are what's holding you up. Alright, successful removal of the dash, and now I'm pulling the dash harness. That's fun, it's connected to everything. Okay, we pulled the swing pedal assembly, and it turns out the swing pedal that I was given with this project is quite a bit different than the YJ one. That guy mounts like that, and this guy has a completely different mounting system. So I don't know what this is out of, but I think we're gonna lop this off and I'm gonna weld it on here. So I've got the wide foot brake, you know, the foot pedal for the automatic in this here buggy, and we'll go to that point. Okay, we're mocked up and prepped for welding here. I've got it overlapped, so we've got quite a bit of meat to weld together there, so it'll take a pretty good stomping of the foot. And in proportion to where the clutch pedal was, this guy looks really good and is positioned about the same angle and the same location. So just going to piggyback these two with the welder and we'll put it back in the tub. Gas?
Yep.
Alright, update. Swing pedal is welded together and back in and sits right where the little one used to. We're removing the e-brake stuff, and the heater box is out and sitting right here. So starting to look pretty bare in here. Starting to look like a buggy. Okay, we're calling it a day. So here's today's progress. Heater's out, completely out. We got the cowl and everything gutted, so this guy's loose. I'm going to put a panel, just a sheet metal panel over this to close up the water intake hole there. So I'm going to use that vented piece as a template and build a cover, a patch panel, if you will. We got the brake pedal modified and back in there. I was going to throw the dash, this dash, that I have out of my burned CJ7 from my house fire 2 years ago in it. But it's a little too bent up and warped and rusty for my liking for a usable dash. So I think it's just going to stay here over the workbench and be a conversation piece. And I'll find me a, hopefully locally here, I'll find me a dash. So, and then we worked on the front clip a little bit here. I got the hood put back on it and the CJ grill trimmed to miss the YJ steering box. You do have to trim that corner out of your CJ grill to get the CJ grill to fit here. And then you got to use a quite tall body bushing underneath it there to make it set up away from the frame enough for clearances and stuff. But the level on it's not too bad once you get her there. So anyway, that's this weekend's project. It is Sunday. We all have to work. We all have jobs. Don't have the YouTube money yet, so we all have jobs. So this is Sunday's project here. So anyway, guys, it's been fun. Keep following along. I've got more work to do on this thing long before I start throwing some parts at it. So I appreciate you hanging in there and following along. Thanks for watching.